You're watching KITV Morning News.
Major traffic alert. A deadly accident southbound I-35 and 51st Street will impact your morning drive if you're heading from North Austin into downtown. We have the very latest on detour suggestions and exactly what happened with an 18-wheeler.
A hit with tough questions, holding the nation's top law enforcement officer accountable, why the U.S. Attorney General could be held in contempt later today.
Plus, grab a slice. It's watermelon thump time. We've got a preview of the Central Texas Festival that's become a family tradition for many. Good morning and welcome to KITV Morning News. I'm Mileka Lincoln.
And I'm Hunter Ellis. And of course, the big news this morning is the accident on I-35 that has shut down the southbound lanes at 51st Street. Let's head right over to Erica Harpold, who has the very latest.
Thanks, guys. This is a look here. As you can see, lots of red going on the map. It's very backed up along southbound and northbound I-35. Fatal accident at 51st Street, and as crews begin to work to clear an 18-wheeler that is on its side, they have now northbound and southbound shut down. So you can see those delays southbound backed up past 183. You could use some alternate routes. My suggestion is to avoid that area. Definitely don't get onto I-35 until after 51st Street if you can manage that one. You could use Guadalupe Street, Lamar if you're heading along westbound I-35, or along Manor if you're heading along eastbound I-35. Let's step outside and look live at that accident. From our TechStop camera where Adam Bennett is live. He will have an update, but this is how things look right now from the aerial view. You can see that truck on its side and traffic significantly backed up. Going to toss things over to Adam Bennett now for the latest. Adam.
Well, thank you, Erica. If you can believe it, traffic's actually gotten worse here on I-35. Here's why. Right now, they are trying to flip this truck upright over the median here, but as you can see, the truck is filled with bottles that are spilling onto the highway right now. The sides and the back of it have been ripping open, so that's been creating a problem for crews trying to flip this up right now. In the meantime, TxDOT and police have blocked off traffic going northbound while the crews work on this here. So a lot of people getting onto the service road, that's backing things up here. A lot of people also stopping to look at what's going on. So basically the bottom line right here, avoid I-35 because the southbound lanes continue to be shut down as well here at 51st Street, and traffic being redirected onto the frontage roads here as well. Now, just to bring you back to what happened this morning, shortly before 2 o'clock, police say a pedestrian was trying to cross the highway here at I-35 and 51st. A driver of a semi saw him, tried to swerve and avoid that pedestrian, but ended up striking and killing that pedestrian. The pedestrian was pronounced dead on scene. The truck jackknifed over the median here. Half of it was on one side of the highway, the other on the opposite side. The driver was extracted and transported to Brackenridge with minor injuries. So far, police have been focused on clearing the scene, but that's proved to be a much more difficult task than they anticipated. One of the things that the officers told me here this morning was that when they uprighted this semi, one of the things they did want to avoid was trying to avoid spilling the contents inside this truck. They did mention that there were a large number of bottles inside the truck because, again, that's going to create an even bigger cleanup problem with this accident. So again, avoid I-35 if at all possible. You can see just beyond this semi going by here that the cleanup is becoming even more complicated with these bottles inside this truck. So bottom line, avoid I-35 and try and find an alternate route. We'll stay here and bring you guys the latest throughout the morning. For now, we are live here in Central Austin. Adam Bennett, KITV Morning News.
Welcome back. Just about 6:45 here. You're taking a live look right now at a fatal accident. This is at I-35 and 51st Street, shutting down both north and southbound lanes. Erica Harpold has the very latest that just came in from police.
And before we get to that, let's head over to Allison Miller for our weather.
And we are tracking.
Welcome back. Just about 6:45 here. You're taking a live look right now at a fatal accident. This is at I-35 and 51st Street, shutting down both north and southbound lanes. Erica Harpold has the very latest that just came in from police.
And before we get to that, let's head over to Allison Miller for our weather.
Welcome back to KITV Morning News. I'm meteorologist Allison Miller. The time is now 6:53 on this Wednesday, and we are tracking some showers on that X-Vision radar. These are moving to the north about 25 miles an hour. We'll zoom in a little closer, show you where some of these are. Out towards West Lake Hills, you're going to run into some raindrops out there, up towards Cedar Park as well. Again, these are on the lighter side, but we're going to continue to watch those through this early morning, and really throughout the day, we're going to leave that chance of rain in. We'll start off in the 70s, and the rest of your Wednesday planner shapes up like this. Another 20 to 30% chance of showers through the early afternoon, with your temperatures only topping out at 92 degrees, then we'll drop back down into the 80s by 9. We have weather and traffic together for you, and Erica Harpold has a look at your busy morning commute.
Yeah, I do want to let you know about an accident northbound Mopac at William Cannon Drive. The big story, though, is along I-35 where we have a fatal accident at 51st Street. Been watching this all morning. Southbound shut down as well as northbound I-35 due to that accident. Some alternate routes. You could check out Guadalupe or Lamar if you're traveling along westbound I-35, or you could do Cesar Chavez to Springdale if you're trying to head north along northbound I-35. Let's look live, though, outside right now where crews have put that 18-wheeler up right now at this point, but look how slow and go it is. That traffic in both directions is backed up for several miles. Adam Bennett is live there on the scene, and he has the latest. Adam, you're going to take it over from here.
All right, well, thank you, Erica. As you mentioned, traffic is still horrible in both directions. If you take a look behind me, they have flipped the truck upright, as you said, but stacks and stacks of bottles, literally hundreds of them, have fallen out onto the freeway. So what they're doing right now is using those bulldozers right there to pick those bottles up and put them in the back of that TxDOT truck right there. Now, while this is going on, they have reopened one lane of northbound traffic. They had all the cars stopped just a few minutes ago, so they're funneling all those lanes into one lane to get through, but the southbound lanes are still blocked off completely here at 51st, so they're redirecting those cars onto the frontage roads. Now, really quickly, what happened about 5 hours ago, a pedestrian was trying to cross the highway here this morning when a semi-truck struck and killed that person. Now, the pedestrian was pronounced dead on scene. The driver transported to Brackenridge with minor injuries, but traffic has been a problem here all morning on I-35, and it continues to be backed up. Police say it could be at least an hour before the lanes are reopened, but they are trying to get this truck out of here as quickly as possible. We will continue to bring you updates throughout the next hour or so. For now, we are live here in Central Austin. Adam Bennett, KITV Morning News.